The 2026 digital landscape. Why now is the golden era for senior creators? Here's something nobody tells you. 2026 is actually the best time in history to be a senior starting out online. Why? Because the tools finally caught up to us. 5 years ago, building a digital product meant learning code, hiring a designer, or spending months figuring out software that felt like it was built for 25-year-olds in a hurry. Not anymore. Today, AI tools do the heavy lifting, and the thing people are hungry for online isn't flashy, it's real. It's wisdom, it's a steady voice that actually lives some life. That's not a disadvantage anymore. In 2026, that's the whole product. 1. Zero tech barriers. The product that needs the least technical skill. So let's answer the big question. What exactly is this easiest digital product? It's a simple PDF guide. That's it. Not an app, not a course with video modules and a membership site, simply a PDF. Think about it. You already know how to write in Word or Google Docs. The PDF guide is just that, saved and shared. It could be a checklist, a short how-to guide, a set of templates, or a here's exactly how I did it walkthrough on something you know well. No website to build, no video editing required, no monthly software bill. If you can write an email to your grandkids, you can create this. My friend Millie found this out the hard way. She spent 3 weeks trying to learn a course building platform before she ever wrote a word of actual content. When she finally gave up and just wrote a simple guide instead, she had it finished in an afternoon. 2. Leveraging lifetime wisdom. Turning decades of experience into a digital asset. Now here's the part that changes everything once it clicks. You are sitting on decades of knowledge that someone out there would pay for right now. Maybe you spent 30 years running a household on one income, know every trick to stretching a grocery budget. Maybe you raised 5 kids and know how to handle sibling arguments without losing your mind. Maybe you're a nurse, a teacher, a mechanic, a bookkeeper. That's not just life experience, that's a product waiting to happen. Millie, for instance, spent 40 years collecting family recipes and figuring out how to get a picky household to actually eat vegetables. She turned that into a simple guide called Sunday Dinner Simplified. People don't want a stranger's theory, they want proof that someone who's actually lived it can hand them a shortcut. Your years aren't in the way of starting online, they're your entire selling point. Number 3, the 1-hour setup. A simplified walkthrough of the essential tools. So let's talk tools, and I promise that this will not overwhelm you. You need exactly 3 things. 1, a document. Google Docs or Microsoft Word will be fine. Whatever you already have. Open it right now. I prefer Google Docs because it is free and very easy to use. I will add to this description box below a PDF on how to sign up for your free Google Docs account. 2, a place to make it look nice. Canva has a free version that has templates already built for guides and workbooks. You literally just drop your words in. My entire YouTube channel runs off Canva, so I'm walking the walk as well as talking the walk, as they say. 3, a place to sell it. Something like Gumroad or Etsy. You create a free account, upload your PDF, set a price, and you have a storefront. No web design, no shopping cart to build from scratch. And hey, real quick, if you find this useful, that's exactly the kind of thing I make videos about every week. Walking through this stuff step by step, so you're never left guessing. If you'd like to keep learning alongside me, hitting that subscribe button just means you won't miss the next one. No pressure at all. Just wanted to mention it while we're in the thick of it. Alright, so let's get back to the setup. That's the whole setup. Write it, format it in Canva. Upload it to your storefront, You could realistically have all three accounts created and your first draft started within one sitting at your kitchen table. 4. Market research made simple. Finding out what people are already buying. Now, before you write a single word, you want to know people actually want this. Here's a low-stress way to check. No spreadsheets required. Go to Etsy and search a topic close to what you're thinking about. Say a meal planning printable or grief journal. Look at the listings that have hundreds of thousands of sales. That number tells you people are already buying and you're not guessing anymore. Then go one step further. Read the reviews on those listings. People will actually tell you what is missing. I wish this had more variety, or I needed simpler instructions. Those complaints are basically a wish list handed to you for free. Millie did exactly this before she made a recipe guide. She found similar guides selling well, read what people wished they had more of, and built that right in from day one. Number 5, AI as your assistant. Using simple AI tools to handle the heavy lifting. Here's where 2026 really works in your favour. You don't have to be a great designer or writer. AI tools like ChatGPT can help you organise your thoughts, fix up your grammar, and even suggest a table of contents based on a rough outline you type in plain English. You don't need fancy prompts either. You can literally type, "I know a lot about budgeting on a fixed income. Help me organise this into a simple guide with headings." That's it. It'll hand you a structure. You fill in the real stories and the real advice, because that's the part only you can do. That's your lived experience talking. Then you can ask it to check your grammar or make a section clearer. Think of AI less like a robot, more like a very patient assistant who never gets tired of your questions. 6. Pricing for success. Value in a product that's easy to make but high value. Now let's talk money, because a lot of folks undercharge themselves right out of the gate. Here's the thing to remember. You're not charging for the hours it took you to write it, you're charging for the years it took you to learn it. A simple, well-organised guide that solves a real problem typically sells anywhere from $7 to $25. Look back at that Etsy research from earlier. See what similar guides charge and don't be afraid to sit right in that range. Millie priced a recipe guide at $20. It felt small to type, but multiply that by even 100 sales and you start to see how easy to make and generally valuable can both be true at once. Number 7, the low-stress marketing plan. Reaching customers without being everywhere online. Now I know what you might be thinking. I don't want to be dancing on TikTok to sell a PDF good news guide. You don't have to be everywhere, you just have to be somewhere that already has the right audience. If you're on Etsy, the platform itself brings you searchers, people actively typing in what they want. If you have a Facebook group or community you're already part of, one honest post about what you made can do more than 100 posts on a platform you don't understand. Pick one place, just one. Show up there consistently and let that be enough. You're not building an empire, you're building one small, steady stream. Number 8, overcoming impostor syndrome. Your perspective is your greatest selling point. Now I want to address the voice in your head that's probably saying, "Who am I to sell advice?" I hear this from almost everyone I talk to, and I want to gently push back on it. You're not competing with influencers, you're offering something they can't fake. Decades of actually doing the thing. A 25-year-old can talk about budgeting in theory. You live through raising a family on one income and coming out the other side. That gap between theory and lived experience, exactly what people are willing to pay for. Your doubt is not evidence you're unqualified, it's just evidence you care about doing things right. 9. The 2026 Roadmap. A checklist to go from zero to your first sale this year. So let's bring it all together into one simple checklist you can start today. Number 1, pick a topic from your own life experience, something people ask you about already. Number 2, spend 20 minutes researching similar products on Etsy. 3, use AI to organize your outline. 4, write your guide in a simple document. 5, format it in Canva using a free template. 6, set up your storefront and price it based on your research. 7, share it in one place you already belong to. That's it, 7 steps, no technical degree required. If Millie can go from a shoebox of recipe cards to a first sale, you can too. Finally, if this got you thinking about what your own guide might be, please drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want the next video on exactly how to write your first page, hit subscribe so you don't miss it. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.